I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, wait, I need to be divisive so people argue with me in the comments. It's terrible. It's an abomination. Samurai should feel bad. So on February 6th, 2026, after almost 2 years of teasing, we finally got a physical release of a piece of Dropout media, starting with Game Changer Seasons 1 and 2. And then 15 days later, it arrived at my house. So, was it worth the price? Starting with some stats, it was listed for $28, shipping was $8.99, and then, including taxes, it in total cost me $39.53. Note that I had domestic shipping through USPS, so prices may vary if you are outside the US. Starting with the packaging, the Blu-ray comes in this truly amazing slipcover. It's just basic paper and cardboard, but the art is quite good on it, both on the front and the back. There is spine printing, and then copyright on the back showing that this is seasons 1 and 2. The actual Blu-ray case then also has that great art on it, but it does lack an episode list, which I really would have loved to have on here. As of right now, if you want to know what's on each disc, you either have to put the disc in and check, or open Dropout, which kind of defeats the point of watching it off of the disc. The discs themselves are basic clear with red writing that truthfully is a little bit hard to read sometimes, but it isn't bad. The discs are also region free, which is a nice touch. As for the actual content on the discs, this contains the first 2 seasons of Game Changer, including the episodes Lie Detector, Make Some Noise, Game of Prizes, Whodunit, and Nom 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 for Season 1, and then Season 2 contains Round 4, Do I Hear $1, Sleeper Agents, a sponsored episode, The Everything Factory, and Yes or No. And in case you were wondering, and that's it. Nothing else on the discs. No BTS, no special features, no commentary. According to the Polygon article, linked in the description, this is a, quote, experiment for the company, so it's admittedly bare bones with no special features or commentaries included. If the Blu-ray sells well, don't be surprised if more Game Changer or other Dropout shows get released on disc as well. But in my opinion, you don't release a bare bones product and promise to make better ones if this one sells well, and I'm actually quite disappointed about this. The actual video files are 1080p and fine quality and subtitles are included, but bare bones is correct for what this release is. The menu is play all, episodes, and then settings for subtitles. If they do make more in the future, and judging by the fact that this is currently sold out on the Dropout store, I expect they will, I really hope they add more behind the scenes content at the minimum, a lot of which, for Dimension 20 in particular, is already available on Dropout. And creator commentaries would always be nice. When it comes to the price point, this is where I struggle the most. I know that shipping is expensive, and we all have this expectation of free shipping in the year 2026, so there's 2 ways to look at this. At the $28 price point it's listed at, I think this is a fine release and pretty good value, but I tend to judge the Blu-rays and steelbooks I buy at the all-in price including shipping, and for almost $40, this is simply too high of a price point for what is, in truth, 2 of the worst seasons of the show with absolutely no extras or bonuses thrown in. For some comparison, I've also picked up The Legend of Korra the Complete Series on Steelbook for $40.02, Death Note the Complete Series on Blu-ray for $30, and Gravity Falls the Complete Series for $42.98, though you're not going to find it at that price point now. Each of which of these comes with bonus features, and with Gravity Falls, an entire extra Blu-ray of bonus features. Though, to be fair, many shows I have picked up a single season for is about the same as the 2 seasons of Game Changer, including Toradora Volume 1 for $36.99, More Than a Married Couple But Not Quite Lovers for about $45, Spy Family Season 1 for $44.62, and Loki Season 1 for $55. Not pictured here because it's in a box. The price isn't bad, but this is 11 episodes, one of which is Nom Nom Nom, so let's be real, it's 10 episodes, and at a total runtime of 242 minutes, it's quite low compared to most releases I just named except for Loki, which it's quite close to. Overall, it's a fine release, but shipping prices from the Dropout store continue to be just one of the many complaints about the Dropout merch. At least the product quality is pretty good for this one. A $28 price tag is a steal, but a $40 price tag makes this release of questionable value for me. I will admit though, it's nice to have it on physical media, and that is the major benefit for many people. I would love a release of Dimension 20, but I really hope they figure out pricing for these, because if we're only getting 2 episodes per disc, it could get expensive really fast. It's a good release with great art, and regardless, it's just nice to finally be able to have a piece of Dropout media on my Jellyfin server. Wait a minute.